I'm in a discount Walmart chair, I've been manacled, beaten, I'm slightly agitated, and this shroud has cat piss on it. And you don't really give a shit, do you?
Not really.
We're going for dramatic tension.
And you couldn't even spring for a clean shroud. I can tell your heart was absolutely in this.
Do we have your attention?
Are you kidding me right now?
What is with the lighting in this place?
You know, now that he's pointed out, I really can't ignore it.
Wait. I know you. No, it's gone.
Are you really screwing with us right now? After all the hell you've put us through.
Did we date?
Which of us are you asking?
Any of you. I'm flexible.
We represent a small portion of the highly irate collective of the Cinema Schlock Society.
And we are staging this little coup to express our discontent with the way it has gone under your leadership.
Discontentment? How could there be discontentment? Our viewing figures double with every episode.
You boost the numbers.
Well, if you're going to poke holes in it, no one's going to have any fun.
That's the point. We're not having any fun.
I beg your pardon?
The Cinema Schlock Society is supposed to be fun.
It is fun!
Tell that to the people killed by the happening.
Wait, you didn't like The Happening?
You really just asked that question?
Yes, because I'm genuinely dumbfounded!
Of course we hated it!
But Shyamalan!
Wait, you actually like these movies?
Yes, why don't you?
Because it's the Cinema Schlock Society. The schlock part should speak for itself.
I thought that was Yiddish.
It is Yiddish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, the more you know.
Point being...
The society used to be about getting together with friends and ragging about bad movies and getting drunk.
Well, that's your problem. These films are not terrible.
The Clan of the Cave Bear.
AKA best prehistoric movie ever made.
Better than Quest for Fire?
Leaps and bounds!
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
I thank you not to dismiss Wookieism. That is my adopted religion.
You legitimately think these movies are good?
You lot sound like my brother.
Bottom line is, we want the old CSS back.
Oh, you mean profane, disorganized, chaotic...
Yes!
Right. It may sound like my acquiescence, but in reality, I am going to threaten you.
Try it.
For every second I am in this chair shall be a shade of grey in which you shall watch.
I thought you loved those.
Yes, but clearly you don't, hence why it's a threat.
Don't budge. We'll get our CSS back.
50 Shades of Grey,
Is it too late to compromise?
50 Shades Darker, 50 Shades Freed!
I'm springing them.
Don't you dare.
If not the old cinema schlock.
Twilight.
Oh god, can we at least have the chasers back?
Chasers. Are you referring to those sessions where we review a film which is reputed to be bad, but in reality may actually be quite good?
Yes,
Yes.
please God, yes.
Weren't we doing that for every session?
Only by your standards. Tell you what, we'll make you a deal. We will have no more complaints, unless warranted, if you let us have a chaser every now and then.
Fine.
And we get to pick.
Don't push it.
Internet poll?
Done. And just to show what a good sport I am, the next session shall be a chaser.
Fair enough.
Now, who's in this chair? Very well. Shall we begin?
Hey, you weren't serious about that 50 Shades thing, were you? He is.
You think?
And thus, with vigorous renegotiation, I have decided, begrudgingly, emphasis on the grudge, to bring back a once-time-honored tradition of the Cinema Schlock Society before my time. A tradition known as chasers. In cinematic terms, a chaser is a film that we watch to cleanse the palate, so to speak. But in order to keep with the traditions of said Cinema Schlock Society, we have to watch a film with something of a dubious reputation. A film which was unjustly lambasted in its initial run. We watch it, we examine it, and we determine whether or not the film actually deserves said thrashing. And thus, I exercise my powers as the founder of the Cinema Schlock Society, power in which that should not be challenged, have decided to resurrect this tradition. And in doing so, I have deferred my power of choice over to the internet. And by that meaning, I just simply asked a couple of blokes online and they said, do Flash Gordon! What is there to say about Flash Gordon apart from its superlative soundtrack? Its impressive ensemble cast, including Timothy Dalton, Max von Sydow, and Brian Blessed! Sorry. Every time I say the name Brian Blessed, I have an involuntary quirk to want to impersonate Brian Blessed! I'll stop now. Here is our panel. All of you, introduce yourselves.
Hello, my name is Michelle.
Hi, I'm Brett.
Hello, I'm David, but in a way, aren't we all?
Hi, this is Kelly.
Lovely to see you, and lovely to see you again. Have any of you seen this film before? If so, tell us. If not, tell us.
So I'm a bad sci-fi fan because I haven't. I'm very bad.
I'm a pretty good sci-fi fan, but I haven't seen this one.
I own this movie, and I love this movie.
I have seen a couple of scenes from it, but I have not seen the entire movie.
Now, given this film's less than desirous reputation, do any of you think that this film is deserving of said reputation?
Almost tempted to say worse simply because of so many pluses, but it has such an apparent reputation.
I think the soundtrack really is one of the best things about this film.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
The only scenes I've seen of it are Flash doing something with Queen playing in the background. That's literally about all I know about it. I did see the sci-fi show. Enough about that.
I feel like I already possess a great deal of familiarity with the aesthetic style of Flash Gordon because there's been so much influence that it has given to so many other things over the years. So at least I have that.
The other thing besides the soundtrack that I adore about this film is Brian Blessed. He just looks like he's having the time of his life.
Yet another plus. I didn't know he was in this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
I love Brian Blessed.
But if a main Merciless doesn't, inhale the scenery, what's the point of
Oh, he even does this at points.
Yes. Cool.
Because he's so evil.
Yeah.
Sort of a precursor to...
Yeah.
Well, if there's any way to display your proclivity towards evil doing, it's grandiose hand gestures.
Oh, and also a big evil mustache.
Only certain styles of mustache, though.
This is an evil mustache.
I think better, honestly. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I like campy, action-packed, just goofy romps of films sometimes, and that is what this is being made out to be because of its reputation.
I am mildly hopeful. I guess the best thing I could say. I really am not sure what I'm getting myself into, but yeah, I'm hopeful this might not be as terrible as I've heard.
A very optimistic crowd. If I didn't know better, I'd swear this was actually going to work. In any case, we shall not delay. No time like the present. Let us find out if Flash Gordon deserves to be cast among the stars into oblivion.
Savior of the universe.
So, well, it wasn't my particular cup of tea. It definitely wasn't great. But then again, there was something about it that felt copacetic with our grand traditions of the Cinema Schlock Society. I suppose giving you lot the choice every now and then is not such a bad thing, is it? Tell me.
Eyebrows!
That was fun!
Yeah. Those were seriously spectacular eyebrows.
Was there anything else you noticed besides the eyebrows?
The makeup.
Okay.
Including the eyebrows.
There was like 5 pounds of makeup on every person.
Yeah.
The costuming, okay, seriously, the costuming was fabulous. Dare say spectacular. Okay, yeah, the special effects sucked, but I mean, hey, it was 1980, who cares?
I still love it. It was a lot of fun watching it with a large group of people, and I saw a couple things I hadn't noticed before, like graffiti in the background. I still love it.
I actually enjoyed that more than I thought I was going to. Sometimes it's not so much fun being right.
Yeah, I mean, it was exactly what I was expecting. You know, it was nothing groundbreaking as far as filmmaking goes, but it was a lot of fun. It was, you know, it was an action-packed romp, as I predicted earlier, and I enjoyed that much.
Admit I'm something out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to seeing you lot happy and enjoying yourself. I suppose this does work. Do you believe that this film is deserving of its lackluster reputation?
There's definitely reason to call it objectively a bad movie, but it's also enjoyable in its own right.
Yeah, you can't afford to try to watch it as a movie. I mean, it's not a solo type thing. As long as you allow yourself to think all the jokes that will inevitably come, let them come. Best done with a group that are also doing it. Other than that, yeah, quite enjoyable.
I've never pretended this is great cinema or anything, but I just love it because it is fun.
I think the problem is it came out just a couple years after Star Wars, and people wanted that, and it's not. I mean, it's just not. But, you know, turn your brain off, go, ooh, that's pretty, and yeah, it's pretty fun.
Well, I suppose that wasn't so bad. I guess chasers can be reinstated. Get comfortable. I may have been lenient now, but my vengeance will be terrible, especially now that I know your true mindset regarding the Cinema Schlock Society and all the films to which I have selected. If you think that all the films you have viewed prior to this were torture before, oh, such delights I have to show you. In the meantime...
Attention please, good citizens.
It is now 1 minute to 4 o'clock. Time to stop ordinary activities and prepare for the National BIM Hour.
I forgot. I absolutely forgot. It's nearing 4 o'clock, and it's the BIM hour. So, for myself, here at the Cinema Schlock Society, I bid you adieu. And now it's BIM Fitness Hour. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, BIM.
Closing off, do a Queen riff. Flash!
Ah!